Okay, so I'm back from another reptile show. This here is the flyer from it. Y'all know I go to the Hamburg, Pennsylvania show. So I thought I'd open with this flyer, just kind of show you the address and some of the info they put out. This is the admission fee here. And then hopefully it'll bring in these dates here. So the dates for all of 2015. There you go. You're right here. I went to this one. So these are the remaining dates then for 2015. So I didn't buy anything, any live pets this time. This was pretty much a supply run for me. So I decided I want to take this video to talk about the kind of things that equipment-wise and feeder-wise that you can get at these reptile shows, instead of making it so focused on the kinds of animals. I'm sure everybody's already aware that, you've seen some of the things I've come home with. Very rare, very hard to find, and I'm just like, oh my god, I can't believe I found this. So you're probably already aware that your variety for as far as species of animal as well as your morphs of animals is just insane. It's crazy. You can find stuff there that you can't find anywhere else, or you can only find on certain places online. And it's definitely it's a good feeling to be able to see the animal and touch the animal and feel the animal, and then physically bring it home with you right away and not have to pay shipping and wait for it to arrive in the mail and not know what kind of temperament this animal is going to be. So I really suggest shopping at your local reptile show if you have one. So the variety of animals is crazy. At my show they have snakes, lizards, geckos, frogs, turtles, tortoises, all kinds of dart frogs and tree frogs, and they even had some ferrets there for sale, and some guinea pigs, some ducks, that sort of thing. So as well as your invertebrates, lots of tarantulas. I've seen a lot more tarantulas this time. But there's also a lot of people sell feeders and equipment, which is what my run was about. So I want to show you the stuff I got, give you an idea of just the kind of things that you can find there beyond looking for a new pet. You've probably seen these things swarming around over here. I got so many feeders. That's not even funny. This was mostly a food run more than anything. But this here is some crickets. See my cat being weird in the background. So you can get them in there. There we go. Crickets. Here's 125 3/4 inch crickets for $7. I did not do the math this time on exactly how cheap that is, but I guarantee you it's cheaper than PetSmart. Again, also I didn't do the math, but again, I'll guarantee you it's cheaper than PetSmart. This is 100 superworms. Mixed size, but that's it. Way cheaper than PetSmart. Love PetSmart. Don't get me wrong, but people are making me laugh over here, YouTube. I'm sorry. Sorry. Green hornworms, or as people hate, what are these famous? Okay, yeah, Okay, you're in my light. Oh, look at that. You're knocking my shit down. Green hornworms, or the tomato hornworm. If your mom ever grew tomato plants, she's hated these things. She always hates these things because they eat tomato plants and they grow exponentially. But these are, a nice fattening treat for my leopard gecko to plump her back up, and my fire skink eats anything that moves I stick in front of his face, so he'll love these. The crickets are strictly for my frog. They won't eat anything else, and the superworms are for the leopard gecko and fire skink. And this is 15 young hornworms for $10. They go anywhere from a culture like this goes for anywhere from like $6 to like $20, depending how many are in them and how old they are, blah blah blah. But I thought to give them a try. My skink eats amazing. Over here It's not marked, but this is oh, it is marked. My bad. This is a dozen earthworms, again for my fire skink because he eats anything that moves, which is awesome. We also can get like regular dubia roaches and that sort of thing. Things I've never heard of. Fruit flies, fruit fly cultures. You can get Isla medium for all these things. Of course, you can get live feeders. Always live feeders. This is for Mr. Picky. That won't eat anything else. So we're going to try stun today. I got him 2. His stun does not work. And he's in a paper bag. I don't know what's up with the paper bag. But that's the way they gave him to me in. But you can get all kinds of sizes. African softfur, rats, the live, also frozen. This is where I only ever get my frozen from a show. These are actually still pretty frozen. Look at size here. These are small, apparently. Small adult mice. Actually, there's quite a few big ones in here. But I decided I'm upping my corn snake too, because there's some smaller ones in here, you'll see. Right there. Feeding the small ones and bigger ones to my bigger guys, but I had like 2 bags of those. That should last me like 6 months, I think, between the 3 of them, assuming we're doing 1 every week for everybody. And this was actually a really good deal. These were $22 and they're bags of 50. So that is super cheaper per mouse than you can find in any freaking pet store. Pays to buy in bulk, people. It pays to buy in bulk, I'm telling you. And these are just giant chest freezers. There's lots of people selling them. I got my crusty food. We're going to try the Pangea Crusty Kicker Mix this time. And they told me that watermelon is the favorite, so we're going to get by the watermelon. But this is no more expensive than the little bottles I normally buy her. Which my cat's like knocking shit over now. This is what I typically get her, is the Repashy brand in the bottle. I'm actually going to put the Pangea in the bottle when it's empty and done and stuff. So, be great. Samples, they're always handing out samples, so I got this one sample that you could pick up off the table. Calcium powder. All of my calcium powder pretty much comes from picking up these little calcium powder samples. I never have bought any calcium powder ever. Sometimes they ship these out with shipments, and I never buy calcium powder, ever. This little bottle will last me forever. Cork bark. I always get cork bark. You know I always get cork bark, so I always have to get a couple of pieces. And this is all mostly scrap, except for this piece. This here, I just love the lichen on it. I don't even know what I'm going to use it for. But it's just got so much, and it's got all these, it's got the light tone shades, and then the dark shades, and I just thought it was really pretty. This was a $6 piece, this big hiding spot. And then these were all just little scrap pieces I got randomly. It's another one of those that'll fit in a corner. Been saying I want another piece that'll fit in a corner, just to add some texture in the background of a regular little aquarium. And then this piece, I thought the way it's shaped would make a nice, set in a corner and plant a plant in behind there. So, and this is about $10 worth of cork bark. Again, that's way cheaper than a pet store. I mean, there's pieces like a little bit bigger than this that I seen go even at my cheap pet store, and they still want $8 for it. Just this, about this size. So, and a piece like this is normally like $20. So, really good. This family, father-son business that collects it themselves and everything, I guess, and cuts it. So, all kinds of cork bark, and wooden hides, and all kinds of other hides, and stuff a lot of brand new stuff. You can get a lot of stuff so I can hand to if you need, hides or the half log hides or bark or whatever. And then I get this. I actually broke down, folks. I got myself an actual freaking proper snake hook. An actual freaking proper snake hook. This is about an 18-inch snake hook, golf club handle. It's 15 bucks, which really is not bad because it's really durable. I mean, this will even, you can even lift something heavy, big and heavy with this. So, you could use this on like a full-grown anaconda. I don't suggest it, but you could. But they also had the 24-inch, but for me, I'm small. 18-inch is fine. I don't have anything particularly aggressive. It's mostly just because I need to bring them towards the front of the cage or get their head up off the ground before they calm down. But so I wanted to get a proper one. You never know when I'm going to need it or what the hell I'm getting next. So I wanted to get it. It's not a bad price. And then secondhand equipment. People, come, they're getting out of the business, or they just have too much stuff and just can't throw it in a bin and get rid of it really cheap. Clear silicone aquarium sealant. Which I needed. And this is just this is an infrared temp gun. I've been wanting one of these for like ever. So it's exciting. And like I said, somebody getting out of business, selling it really cheap, 20 bucks, and this is a PE2. It's by Pro Exotics, apparently. It says right up there, Pro Exotics. Another company had a brand new, kind of similar. It didn't come with a wrist strap and like the modes and stuff, and they wanted 22. This is actually a professional, more of a professional grade temp gun. It has better accuracy, and it was $20. So like I said, they're just kind of getting out of the hobby and wanted to sell everything. So reptile shows are a great place to go for feeders. Food, anything food for your animals especially. Buying in bulk is always the way to go. The more you buy, the more you save. That is very true. So I'm always going there and just like restocking my colonies, or picking up, in this case, this was treats. Picking up treats when I'm there, because I can't buy these at a pet store. No pet store carries these. But just buy them as treats. I always come home with the treats, samples. Never have to buy calcium powder, like, ever. I just get everything in samples. Like, why? Why would I pay for it when I can just get a free sample every trip and have a lifetime supply? So it's great for your feeders, the bulk, especially the frozen feeders. And like I said, there's other bugs. There's, your fruit flies, your dubia, and then your all your equipment, like your cups and your media for those sort of things. I seen buffalo worms for the first time today, so that was kind of cool. And then, like I said, your equipment, you can get stuff used. People getting out of the hobby, or people have too much stuff, and bowls, so many bowls. There was a stand that was like nothing but like old used bowls that they don't use anymore, and even has like some really, really, really huge bowls. I mean, like anaconda size bowls, and they only wanted like 12 bucks for them. So it's a great place for used dishes. Some hides, log hides. You can get those brand and used. Cork bark. I like cork bark. This whole sailor always has something that I like, and unique pattern, very natural looking, and it's lightweight, floats on water. If it falls over, it's not going to crush your animal or break your glass cage or anything like that. So it's wonderful. Love it. And then your regular, your handling equipment, your snake hooks, your snake bags, your feeder tongs, even some Kevlar gloves for your big biters, heat tape, heat mats, used heat lamps, used heat mats, that sort of thing. So it's a really good place to go to just for your food and your hides and your equipment. Every time I go, I get some cork bark. Can never have too much of that. I just clean it off, throw it in a closet, and then if I pick up something, I have hides somewhere that were cheap that I already got, whatever. Or sell an animal. Hey, here's a free piece of cork bark to go with it. Whatever. I'm always picking up food. I'm always picking up treat. Topping off my colonies. I go there to the shows strictly for my frozen feeders. I actually have to open this bag and divvy everything out, and some of those small mice are actually pretty fucking big. So it's gonna be interesting to do that. But so that's Hamburg. Some of the equipment you can find. Oh, cages. By the way, they do sell cages. A lot of people sell cages, used cages, new cages. Complete cage kits, whatever, which sells pretty big. People come, they find an animal they like, and they need a complete setup. Boom. They make a lot of money. So it's a great place to go, even if you're not looking to buy another animal. It's a great place to go just for your food or some equipment. So I highly recommend going. This was mine in Hamburg, PA. But go ahead, you can just Google your local area. I'm sure everybody has one, somewhere within a reasonable driving distance of them, So that's it.